The same day repeated for 1,000 years. The next day, Oliver came inside Wu Chen's room and said, "Wu Chen, I made you breakfast. I apologize for yesterday's unpleasant experience." Wu Chen said, "Didn't I just ask you to learn some etiquette from Ruobing, Qingying, and Sister Rong? How did you even learn to make a Western breakfast?" As Oliver remembered what Su Qingying said, Sister Qingying said you expend a lot of energy, so she specifically asked for this. "Sis, if you get the chance, you must find a way to replenish your husband's nutrients, okay?" Wu Chen said to himself. Qingying's thoughtfulness is so unexpectedly sharp. I remember she said that before. At the time, I thought she was just teasing me. Su Qingying had said before, "Does hubby expend a lot of energy overnight? He's even lost some strength approximately." Wu Chen said to himself, "I can't believe Qingying was actually serious. I've got to hand it to her." As Oliver slowly opened the food, Wu Chen saw Japanese food and was not amused. He closed the plate again. Oliver was confused. Oliver said, "When we needed to replenish our energy on the island, we always ate this." Wu Chen sweated and said to himself, "Oliver, I just woke up and I'm not hungry yet. I need to make a call first, okay?" Oliver said to herself, "Did I make something that doesn't suit Wu Chen's taste?" A few moments later at the balcony, Wu Chen said, "Peng Wei, did you find anything on what I asked you to look into yesterday?" Peng Wei said, "Mr. Wu, you were pretty much spot on. The influential bloggers online who are instigating conflicts, creating divisive topics, and driving traffic are mostly employed by Xiangdui Information Technology Company Limited. And this Xiangdui Information Technology Company Limited happened to receive multiple small-sum overseas fund transfers right before the internet storm gathered." Wu Chen said, "Tracing funding sources isn't your strong suit. Go handle your own business for now. Wait for my instructions for subsequent actions." 3 hours later, Wu Chen said, "Captain Ning, there's a situation with Professor Yi. It's putting a lot of pressure on her research team now, and some members are even thinking of quitting." Captain Ning Yuan said, "I know all about it. The current online public opinion is having a huge impact on her team." Wu Chen said, "Oh, so you have a lead?" Captain Ning Yuan said, "The whole story is crystal clear. Foreign powers have long been funding some domestic media outlets. I've also confirmed the specifics with OU Xinglong." Wu Chen said, "OU Xinglong? Looks like this fish has quite a lot in its belly approximately." Captain Ning Yuan said, "How about this? Why don't you go ask him yourself?" Wu Chen said, "OU Xinglong, among the list of overseas companies that wired money to Xiangdui Information Technology, some of them were once under your charge. I'm very curious why, after your arrest, those contacts that should have been cut off and abandoned weren't eliminated." OU Xinglong said, "Those things? They're a dime a dozen. Doesn't their stooping to manipulate public opinion just show that those Anglo-Saxons are desperate and out of tricks?" Wu Chen said, "Is that really the case? My view differs from yours. On the contrary, I think the people behind the scenes are acting with a clear target. Moreover, regarding your switched reason to espionage, specifically the story that after failing to win a man from Lin Shi, you did it for more money, to be able to crush Wuxian investment and avenge your past humiliation. I've always been skeptical of that." OU Xinglong said, "Don't try to trick me into talking. If you found something else, just say it." Wu Chen said, "The handler who recruited you, codename Kaijiao." Captain Ning Yuan said to herself, "What's this new intel? It's a codename I've barely even heard of." Wu Xinglong said, "Since you found out, you should also know that codename is meaningless. After all, that person has countless codenames and identities." Wu Chen said, "How to continue the investigation is my business. I just need you to tell me the real reason he was able to successfully recruit you." "Money. An unimaginable amount of money. So much that Long had no choice but to suck up to me. Of course, that's a story for another time." Wu Chen said, "Just how deep is your love for Ding Rulong?" Wu Xinglong said, You don't need to worry about that. I'll give you a clue. If you really want to investigate, check out Zhou Muqing in Y City." Wu Chen said to himself, "The mysterious and powerful Zhou family from the north?" Wu Chen said, "When I reported to Kaijiao after completing the first task he gave me, Zhou Muqing was by his side." OU Xinglong said, "All right, when you find something more, we'll talk again. I'm tired." Captain Ning Yuan said, "Wu Chen, you were actually holding back new intel." Wu Chen said, "How could I casually mention something I wasn't completely sure about?" "See, it's confirmed now approximately." Captain Ning Yuan said, You sure are smooth with your words. Let's not talk about this for now. Investigating Zhou." Wu Chen said, "Well, what a coincidence. Tong Ting went to Y City to promote the Tong family model and was collectively rejected by all businesses. They said something about a commoner model, not fitting the elite urban lifestyle image their city is trying to cultivate. The one pulling the strings behind the scenes is precisely Zhou Muqing, and I happen to be looking to take on this Zhou Muqing." Captain Ning Yuan said, Another sister calling a harem of wines and concubine sisters, "Careful, that's illegal." Wu Chen said, no, that's not it. Captain Ning Yuan said, "How are you planning to deal with Zhou Muqing?" Wu Chen said, "Hee, I just had an idea, watch me." 3 days later, Wu Chen said to himself, "Elegance is by no means a rigid ritual. Nobility is not just an aura, but a spiritual pursuit and an attitude towards life. Live earnestly, treat every meal of every day with seriousness. You and I are both pillars of society, and we both have free souls. In this era of striving for dreams, everyone can be a noble." As the student said, "Damn, this ad by the new generation little diva Zhou Yi is so damn cool." His friend said, "What app is this ad for? I'm totally sold. I'm totally sold." At the office, a boy said, "It seems like many cities in the South have promoted this model." His friend said, "Everyone can be a noble. That's very appealing." Approximately a fat man scratching his bum on a couch said, "A young lady shops for groceries and delivers them, and even cooks at your home. Am I dreaming?" Su Qingying said, "Brother Chen, not only have the back-end data numbers exploded, the businesses that rejected me before are now all clamoring to join my platform. The Dong family model is entering Y City. Things might succeed soon." Wu Chen said to himself, "Now let's see how Zhou Muqing responds." In a different scene, in a pool, Zhou Muqing said, "Shuai Zhou." Shuai Zhou blushed and said, "Little sis is in the water. Be gentle." Approximately, Zhou Muqing came closer and said, Okay, I was too focused just now and used too much strength. Who big brother will take good care of you?" Approximately, suddenly his security came in and said, "Young master, the Municipal Culinary and Catering Industry Association and the Municipal Commodity Exchange Market Association have new comm." Zhou Muqing said, "Who the hell let you in? Put the tablet down, you get out." And he said to himself, "That almost completely ruined my mood. Focus. The feeling's back." As he concentrated, Zhou Muqing said to himself, however, manipulating public opinion to coerce businesses, and then pulling a stunt like this. Interesting. As Shuai Zhou caught her breath, Zhou Muqing said to himself, "Fine, you surname Tong, insisting on stirring up trouble in my territory. Then I'll play along with you." 2 days later, the announcer said, "Handsome guys and beautiful girls, ladies and gentlemen. This month's weekend blowout party countdown, 3, 2, 1 starts now." As expected, when it comes to magnificence and elegance, it's got to be the traditional Chinese style. No kidding. Carefully selected by our ancestors, incomparable to those pirate nations. Zhou Muqing said, "It's really like a journey through time. Young Master Zhou's move is absolutely perfect. Our Y City can't be led astray by some other nonsense. We have to promote our own unique characteristics." Young Master Zhou said, "You flatter me, leader. I'm just a businessman. Y City's cultural policy still relies on you." Approximately, Zhou Muqing said, "You're too kind." Oliver at a distance said to herself, "Wu Chen asked me to get close to that person, but the perfume sprayed on me smells so strange. Whatever, let's do this." As she bumped into Zhou Muqing, Oliver said, Sorry. Approximately, as Zhou Muqing sweated, he said to himself, "Holy crap. I didn't pay attention when I watched the video before, but this foreign outfit girl is totally my type." Oliver walked away, and Zhou Muqing said to himself, "This foreign girl, I'm going to make her mine. I can't let her just walk away." As Zhou Muqing grabbed Oliver's delicate soft wrist, he pretended to know her and said, "Elena, don't you remember me? From Teacher Zhao's pottery class, I sat behind you." Oliver said, confused, "Huh? Are you talking to me? You've got the wrong person. My name is Oliver, not Elena." And she said to herself, "Wu Chen taught me that holding my breath can make my face look really red," as she blushed. Zhou Muqing feigned surprise and said, "Is that so? Oh my goodness, you look exactly like my classmate Elena. What kind of fate is this? Waiter, bring some drinks over here." Approximately, the waiter said, "Mr. Zhou, please." Zhou Muqing said, "Miss Oliver, to this wonderful fate, let's have a drink." Approximately, Oliver said, "All right, I'm a bit thirsty anyway, so this will do." Zhou Muqing said to himself, "Good choice. This girl doesn't know how strong this drink is. Perfect." As Oliver drank the alcohol bottoms up, Zhou Muqing was shocked. Oliver said, "Oh, I think I'm a little dizzy. This drink is a bit strange, but it's very tasty. Can I have another one?" Zhou Muqing said, "Of course you can." "Ah, Miss Oliver, drink as much as you like. I will drink with you." Approximately. And he looked at the drink and said to himself, "But that over there is Irish mist, a drink that knocks most people out with one glass, known colloquially as the lady killer drink. Let's see how many you can drink. Most girls pass out after no more than 3 glasses. Wouldn't that be playing right into my hands? Hee." Zhou Muqing said, "Miss Oliver, please. However much you drink, I'll match you." As Oliver was shocked, the people gathered and said, "Look quickly, Mr. Zhou and a mysterious girl are having a drinking contest." Another said, "I think I heard that beauty say she was just thirsty. For real?" His friend said, Mr. Zhou is Y City's undefeatable drinking champion. Another said, but the young lady seems even more relaxed. As Wu Chen listened to the crowd, another said, there aren't many people who can go toe-to-toe with Mr. Zhou in drinking. Oh. His friend said, little lady, you're truly a heroine among women. I'm rooting for you. Go for it, go for it. Approximately, Wu Chen said to himself, Oliver's doing great, you know. Ruobing and Qingying, who are usually known for their incredible tolerance and can drink 5 gin of Mao Tai without getting drunk, are no match for Oliver. As Zhou Muqing sweated and Oliver continued to drink, the waiter sweated and his tray was already filled with empty glasses. Oliver said to herself, Wu Chen said he has other things to do and told me not to drink too much. I should probably pretend to be drunk now. Oliver said, I think I've had too much. I'll embarrass myself if I drink more. Handsome Zhou, you're too amazing. Approximately. As Zhou Muqing struggled to focus, he said, that's a given. And he said to himself, holy crap, what is this feeling? I think I'm going to puke. No, definitely not here. Oliver said, Miss Oliver, I'll have to excuse myself for a moment. Wait for me in this room for a bit. I'll show you something good. Oliver said, confused, something good. Zhou Muqing said, wait for me. 10 minutes. No, 5 minutes. No, 3 minutes. Wait for me. As he ran away, Oliver looked at Zhou Muqing struggling to run. At the restroom, Zhou Muqing puked all of the liquor out of his system and said to himself, this girl, to think she could make me drink this much. Just wait and see how I'll deal with you later. Suddenly someone tried to open the door. Zhou Muqing said, who's there? Wu Chen said, Mr. Zhou, you've had too much to drink. I brought you some water and a sobriety pill. Zhou Muqing said, you're a sharp one, kid. As Wu Chen smirked. A few moments later at the room, Zhou Muqing made an eagle stance and said, oh Oliver, Miss C, come, look at something good. Approximately Oliver said, Zhou, handsome Zhou, don't be like this. I've had too much, I'm scared. I'm scared. Zhou Muqing said, I'll take responsibility, as he pulled Oliver close to him. Zhou Muqing suddenly felt sick to his bone as he sweated. Suddenly he dropped to the floor as he puked and shat his pants. Oliver said, shocked, Kia. Approximately Wu Chen said, the sobriety pill I gave him earlier, combined with the scent of your perfume, can double the effects of the alcohol. It seems the dosage of this drug was just right. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.